Hey YouTube, this is Blake with Blake's Game Room, and today we're having another review. Now, this is one of my favorite games on, I guess you would say, last generation, which would be kind of like the 2000 era to when, the Wii and the 360 and all that came out. So this will be a game that is found on two systems, the PlayStation 2, actually three, the PlayStation 2, the GameCube, and the Microsoft Xbox. Now, the copy I have is going to be on the Microsoft Xbox, and as you guys know, this is one of my favorite books, movies, and all around series of all time. So, here we go. Today's review will be on The Lord of the Rings, The Return of the King. Now, this was bought brand new, about a week after it came out, actually. I was on vacation and I couldn't get it while I was on vacation because I didn't have my Xbox with me, so I didn't really want to have it and not be able to play it. But this is a great game. I do, like I said, it was new. So let's start off by a packaging. How well it looks. Of course, it's in the green case that all Xbox games come with. It does have the official, it says on there, official product of Lord of the Rings movie trilogy. And this was made by EA. This was back when EA made great games, in my opinion. The back, you see some more artwork of the movie characters. Also on the front, there's a lot of movie character artwork there. And we have 3 shots of the in-game action going on here. It says, live the epic adventure from your fellowship, fight side by side in co-op. Live the movie, be the hero. So, this is taken straight from the movie. All the big battles, all the scenes, characters, everything's from the movie. And this was probably one of the better movies of the trilogy. Now, this is the third in the series. There, of course, was Fellowship of the Ring, Two Towers, and then this one. This is the best out of the 3 games. The Fellowship of the Ring was a horrid game. It was very slow-paced, broken. It was an RPG, pretty much. In my opinion, I thought it was very, very hard, and I didn't like that at all. Two Towers, on the other hand, turned into more of what would be a beat-em-up, kind of a God of War style game. And that's what this one follows suit. But this one took every bit of adrenaline and gameplay and just amped it up a bajillion times, I guess you could say. But great game. As you can see, it has the big battle with on the disc here, and the manual is pretty nice too. As we can see here, if the box will stay. There we go. Here I got some cheat codes. We've got go to the pause screen, hold down the 2 trigger buttons, press Y, up, X, and A. And you will hear a metallic sound, and that unlocks Gandalf level 4. It's a very decently thick guide, or manual. Talks about the EA hints and cheats. Big note section here for you to take your, I could have wrote the cheat code there. Goes over each of the heroes and what they all do. So, really good. Has an advertisement for the Rising Sun Medal of Honor on the back. So, all around, the packaging is really good. Now, I've given you guys an overview of what the game is really about. So now let's get into the graphics on it. The graphics in this game were very, very good. As you guys know, I don't have a capture card, so I can't show you. But the graphics are very realistic. It's a game I can go back and play today. It has aged very well. I like this version the best. I've played on all 3. I believe I own it on the PlayStation 2 as well. It's just a great game. But if you find the Xbox copy, definitely pick it up. PS2 copy, guys, I think for about $5 or less now. So if you want to experience the game, just try it out. You can't go wrong for a $5 or less game, just to see if you like it. And if you like it, go back and play the series. Um, I also like the fact that they use a lot of they took the movie scenes and made it into the graphics. All of the characters, all of the enemies, the backgrounds, the animations, they were all kind of like sculpted straight from the movie. It was very, very, I don't know, intriguing, I guess, if you're a big if you love the movie a lot like I did, and you could see so many similarities between the two. Um, the gameplay, it is what you would call repetitive, but like I said before, it's a God of War kind of game. You go through, beat the crap out of all your enemies. Um, keep going, keep going. Go to the next checkpoint. There is a little bit of strategic puzzle, just like in God of War. Now I'm not making this a total comparison to God of War, but that is the biggest name of a game that I can, put this next to. Dante's Inferno would be another. Bayonetta. You just beat the crap out of your enemies. Now this also has a Fable-like element where you can power up your spells and skills. So it's a mix of a lot of different games in this one. But of course, this one came out around the same time as those, so they were probably a big influence on this. This game came out in 2003, so I mean it's 8 years old now, but the gameplay on it and the graphics are very, very realistic, and it's one of those games that you can go back and play. Not every game from this generation is like that. Um, Another thing I want to talk about the game is the sound. It's really cool, when you hit the shield of an enemy, it actually makes the noise. Unlike a lot of games, it doesn't make the noise. So, you hear the clings and the clangs, you hear the bow being shot if you're using your bow and arrow, as Legolas, or if you're gonna, I mean, there's some parts where there's big lava pits. You hear the iron moving as the lava falls onto the other people. The trolls and the goblins and the orcs. Um, it's just an all around well balanced game, and because it came, now this is a movie title. You could count that as a movie title, and because it came from a great movie, the game had a very, very high production value, and that's why it was successful in my opinion. The story, of course, follows straight with the movie. Um, if you've never been into the Lord of the Rings before, I'm not going to tell you what happens, so I don't want to, spoil it per se. But definitely, definitely get this game. I would give this game about a 9 out of 10, maybe a 9.5 in today's standards. Just because it's aged so well and has so many good concepts. There's tons of unlockable characters. There's tons of unlockable skills and everything. And a really other cool thing is all of the unlockable movie parts. You get a lot of history of making the movie, behind the movie. Where was it made? A lot of interviews and whatnot. Overall, just a great game. Definitely pick this up if you can find it. Like I said, for the PS2, it's like $5 or less. Probably the same price on the Xbox. But definitely pick up Lord of the Rings: The Return of the King. Great game in my opinion. I'm not reviewing it just because I like Lord of the Rings, but it is a great game that's not really looked at as a great on the Xbox. I would put this in my top 10. So definitely up there with Fable, Halo, Half-Life 2, all those other great games on the Xbox. This is up there. Microsoft didn't have a lot of games like God of War and stuff like that. So this is their version. This is what they got, even though it came out on 2 other systems. Definitely pick up Lord of the Rings: Return of the King. This has been Blake with Blake's Game Room. Hope you guys enjoyed the review. 9.5 out of 10. Leave a comment below of what you think about the game. Peace out, YouTube.